Yeah. Okay, y'all. Hey, this the last 1,000 subscriber video. This number 4, 4. I did 3 other ones. Y'all go check those out, man. Y'all go subscribe to those subscribers, and yeah, y'all check their videos out, man. It was pretty good. This one is by BK Psycho, and okay, when he suggested this video, I went and looked at the title, and I'm like, okay, BK Psycho and this title, like I don't know what this video gonna be about. 5 most badass people of all time. So I'm wondering, like, is this like real people, or is this like, you know, like Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris? Is this something like that? So we gonna check it out, and we gonna see what it's about, man. But with a name like BK Psycho, it's, yeah, I don't know, man. Is it real people? Is it movie people? What is it? I'm interested. Anyway, y'all ready, man? Let's check this one out, man. Shout out to BK Psycho, and yeah, y'all go subscribe to him. Y'all ready? Let's go. 5 extremely badass people.
Hugh Glass was a 19th century American frontiersman,
people
famous
I don't know,
for
bro.
exploring the watershed of the upper Missouri River. What gained him the status of a national hero is an endeavor he made as a fur trapper in 1823, when he famously survived a brutal bear attack. While scouting for food along the Grand River in 1823, Hugh Glass ran into an enraged grizzly bear mother, who attacked him to defend her 2 cubs. Unable to reach his rifle as they wrestled on the ground, Glass was able to escape from her death grip and stab her with his knife while she shredded his face, chest, arm, and back with her claws. His wounds were so gruesome that his fellow trappers simply placed a bear hide over him as a funeral shroud and left him for dead, so they could get out of the hostile territory and away from the Native Americans who had recently killed half of their crew. With pretty much anyone else, the whole horrendous story would have ended there, but not Hugh Glass. When Glass eventually regained consciousness, he set his own leg, wrapped himself in his bear hide shroud, and started crawling along the banks of the Cheyenne River. During the insane trek across country that followed, he prevented gangrene from infecting his wounded back by lying on a rotting log and allowing maggots to eat his dead flesh. He sustained himself by killing and eating rattlesnakes, and crawled overland for 6 weeks until he reached civilization, which was baffled and impressed to see him alive. Julian Koepke is a German zoologist, and even though she's made contributions in her field, she's more famous for being a plane crash survivor. In the early 70s, at the age of 17, Julian was on a flight from Lima to Pucallpa with her mother when the plane was struck by lightning. Julian was the sole survivor of the plane crash, which fell a total of 2 miles from the sky. She was strapped to her seat and landed in a rainforest, with injuries of a concussion, broken collarbone, a gash to her right arm, and her right eye swollen shut. The sweets she found while checking for survivors ended up being her only food. She followed a small stream, expecting it to lead her to civilization. After 9 sleep-deprived days spent in knee-high water with an empty stomach, Koepke finally came across a boat belonging to lumbermen, who tended to her wounds and eventually got her to safety. SIMO HAYHA was a Finnish farmer and hunter living on the present-day border between Finland and Russia, who joined the Finnish militia at the early age of 20. This seemingly average young man turned into a legendary sniper, nicknamed White Death. HAYHA was a remarkable shot who broke all known records. During a 100-day period, he managed to kill 500 soldiers of the Red Army, reaching a remarkable number of 5 successful hits per day. HAYHA operated during the very few daily hours of sunlight, in white camouflage, in temperatures between -40 and -20 degrees Celsius.
I hate cold weather,
put his murder as a priority and attempted to kill him with counter snipers and artillery strikes, but failed repeatedly. In March 1940, HAYHA was finally hit. An explosive bullet hit him in the lower left jaw and took off half of his face. Still, HAYHA didn't die. Remarkably, he pulled through and lived to see the end of the fighting. Even though the bullet had crushed his jaw and blew off his left cheek, HAYHA managed to make a full recovery. Shavash Karapetyan is a 17-time
face.
world champion Soviet-Armenian fin swimmer. Although a prominent
what?
name in the obscure underwater sport, Karapetyan is actually best known for the
what?
incident which made him retire. In 1976, while training with his brother alongside a lake, Karapetyan witnessed a trolleybus crash with 92 passengers inside. The trolleybus fell from a dam wall and splashed at the bottom of a 10-meter deep reservoir. Karapetyan ran to the rescue and single-handedly rescued 20 people from the sinking bus. Karapetyan managed to break into the trolleybus and, with barely any visibility and very little time, pulled 20 passengers up to safety. Unfortunately, the combined effect of cold water and the multiple wounds he received led to him falling into a 45-day coma. He awoke a hero, but never managed to recover completely. His heroics sadly ended his career, but saved many lives. Karapetyan repeated his heroism 10 years later when he rescued people trapped in a burning building, which made him become a household name.
This dude right here, he
Roy BENAVIDEZ was a former member of the United States Army Special Forces who was awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions in Vietnam. He is best known for surviving the impossible. He went to save his comrades who were outnumbered. The helicopter couldn't land because of the intense small arms fire, so he jumped from the hovering helicopter around 30 to 50 feet in the air. He then had to run 75 meters to his comrades, where he was shot in the leg, face, and head on the way. Once he got there, he started rescuing his squad mates, and while he was doing so, got shot in the gut and took a grenade to the back. After all of this, he was miraculously still mobile and still going. Roy then found out the helicopter he previously jumped from had crashed, so he went and rescued the wounded pilot from the wreckage and proceeded to call in airstrikes and call for another rescue attempt. He was shot in the thigh a couple more times, and on his trip to the backup rescue chopper, he was beaten and stabbed by an enemy, who he then killed in hand-to-hand combat. Once he finally made it back to the chopper, he then allowed his comrades to pull him in. When they arrived back to the base, he was pronounced dead and put into a body bag. As they were zipping up the body bag, he had only the strength to spit to let them know he was still alive. He survived these wounds and received the Medal of Honor.
Hey, him and Hugh gotta they on par with who should be #1 in that right there, man. Hey, yeah. Appreciate that, BK Psycho. I don't know if they was in order of least to greatest or greatest to least or whatever, but hey, the bookends, both of them ones right there, like Hugh Glass and Roy BENAVIDEZ, I think that's what. Yeah, they was on par with each other. They should be on the same page right there. That dude went through hell. So did Hugh. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know what this video was gonna be about, man. I know your name is BK Psycho, and then I saw the title. I was like, oh man, what is this gonna be about? But hey, that's a pretty good video, man. Hey, y'all go subscribe to BK Psycho. Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, that's my that's the 4 out of my 1,000 subscriber videos. If y'all have any more suggestions, y'all leave them in the comments of any video. I'll try to check them out for y'all. Man, I'm thinking about doing this the spiciest noodle challenge. One of my coworkers got some packs in, and I'm thinking about trying it next week. What y'all think? Y'all think that'd be a good challenge? Y'all, boy, I'm gonna die. Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. If y'all want to see that, leave it in the comments. And yeah, y'all know what it is. Like, subscribe, and share. Say it out. Yeah.